Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Care Package. I'm your host, Roulette Delgato, and you are now tuned in to WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. Holy moly, so much has been going on, okay? So, my birthday just passed. It was last week. It was on Friday, and let me tell you, my friends got together and we rented a beach house, and it was incredible. I mean, I literally had the best time. Um, it was just a lot of fun. We had so much fun, lots of liquor. um, and we went to Lincoln City, and so a lot of things are open. Like the casino's open. We went to the buffet a couple times. We did some gambling. I don't really gamble that much because I am like unlucky when it comes to like investing my money into machines and gambling and all that. That's not me. I lose money fast and I don't like that. So I didn't gamble a lot. I spent about $20 and then went to the bar and got some drinks. But we had a lot of fun and I got a lot of great gifts. I mean, this year was my Live and Thrive 35, and it was incredible. And the celebration continues because this upcoming weekend I'm hanging out with another group of friends that my family actually, and we're gonna do some ceviche and tacos and probably some tequila. Which I told myself I'm not gonna drink anymore after my birthday, but I can't not drink if I cannot drink, but it's peer pressure. I think is what it is in life. I'm so easily swayed, and it's so sad. It's really sad. But I'm excited to be here today. We have gone down to bi-weekly, so I'll be doing my show every 2 weeks now, and every 2 weeks I'll have a very special show for you guys. So I'm excited for what's to come in the future. Um, so we're gonna get right into it. Again, this is the care package with Roulette Delgato. Obviously, you know my saying, who better to do it than someone who's been through it? The basis of my show, if you're just now watching for the first time, the basis of my show is the fact that anytime anyone is sick in my family or my group of friends or my circle, somebody provides a care package for them, whether it be medicine, gift cards, games, books, something to make them smile, make them happy, make them feel better. And so I want to deliver a virtual care package to you all to help you with whatever you're going through in your life and give you a safe space to have fun, to listen, to be educated, and to soak up all the joy, happiness, love, and support. Okay. First things first. We're gonna get into celebrity gossip, and let me tell you, there has been just so much going on in the industry, and we have a lot to talk about. But I'm gonna touch on three different things. Okay. Celebrity is actually, I'm sorry, not gossip, celebrity news. Okay, we don't gossip on the care package. Okay, we are mature adults. We do not gossip. We give you the news. Celebrity news. First and foremost, rapper Saweetie and Quavo from the Migos have broken up. Yeah, and you guys are all sad and boo-hoo, yada yada. Listen, to me, they were like the uh, second, next to Cardi B and Offset. Obviously, Quavo and Offset are in the same group, but to me, they were kind of like trying to remake that thing, um, which I don't know if that's something you want to recreate because Offset is like a cheater and he cheated on Cardi so many times, and they're still together working it out, which is great. They have a kid, so that's always good, but to try to recreate that image, I just don't think that was the best thing. But it could have just been genuine love as well. But they did recently break up, and they had a pretty nasty exchange on Instagram or Twitter, I think. Uh, Here's the thing: whenever you get into high-profile celebrity relationships, it's always going to be super messy when it comes to breakups. Okay, super messy. For example, we talked the last show about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West and their whole maybe getting a divorce. They actually are getting a divorce, and she filed for a divorce. and they have a prenup in their marriage. So I don't know how it's gonna go. You know, Kanye West is worth probably, he was saying like 6 billion or something like that. But there was like another I think Forbes came out with the actual numbers. It was not the same. So who knows what's gonna happen in that situation. But with Saweetie and Quavo, it seems like because they were so fresh and new, the hype was rising in their relationship. There was so much being said about them. Paparazzi following them around. She bought him, I think, I want to say it was a Lamborghini truck for his birthday, and he bought her all kinds of lavish gifts. So again, high profile relationships, when they go bust, they just go bust, and it's just not that great. It kind of sucks actually because you want to see them win, you want to see them be successful in their relationships, but unfortunately, it doesn't always work out. So I personally would rather not date a celebrity. I feel like I'm on my way up, and I will consider myself a local celebrity right now, but I am climbing the ladder and I am on my way up. So I personally feel like, I would want to date someone who's not a celebrity because I just feel like, they would have their own life, their own things going on. And it would be, I feel like a lot easier to maintain a relationship with someone who's not in the industry, or at least not in the same industry that I am in. Because I just don't feel like, I don't know. I personally, some trying things going, dating someone who is not in the industry would be really cool, personally. And so, I wish them the best. I hope that Saweetie and Quavo can find results. I want with these two, and it makes me sad because I know that Meghan Markle felt like she found her fairy tale romance, um, kind of just like Princess Diana, and she found her fairy tale romance, and she, became the Duchess, and she moved into to the kingdom, and we all thought, oh my gosh, there's a African American woman now in the kingdom, and is a Duchess, and this is great. We couldn't believe it, and we didn't know that there was so many things going on behind the scenes, racism and judgment and all these different things allegedly. Got that allegedly. Um, and it just seems like they got tired of dealing with all of the BS. Okay, just a few things that I got to see because her and Harry recently did a sit down, very exclusive interview with Oprah, and it was like a tell all, right? Um, and it basically featured Meghan and Harry telling the truth about what was going on. There was questions about, is she fit to be a duchess? Questions about how dark the baby would be when the baby came. Their son. I mean, they kept her cooped up in the house. She couldn't go anywhere for months at a time. I mean, it just seems like it was pretty bad. It seemed like it was pretty bad. And so, for me personally, watching that whole situation, it definitely felt like it felt like maybe she was ready to be done. She was ready to be done. Not only that, um, Prince Harry decided to protect his wife. Okay, and I feel like integrity and respect is a huge part of their lineage. I think that um, protecting your wife is a huge part of how he was raised, especially by his mom, Princess Diana, who was an amazing woman from what I could tell from what I saw. You know, she's an amazing woman. And so I think that she really taught him a lot um, about how to treat a woman and especially your wife. And I think that instead of him allowing the royal family to pick on his wife, to treat her a certain way, and allow the media, because they're, very closely connected to the media. And let me rephrase, because I feel like I don't think it was the royal family. I think it was the business behind the royal family and those people who pull the strings that really were against Meghan. Okay. And I feel like because they allowed the media to say negative, bad things about her. And see, this is the thing. The same thing happened with Princess Diana. For a moment, the media was all about Meghan Markle, praising her. She's doing so well. She's respectable. She's a great woman, this and that. And then all of a sudden, there's all these weird headlines that were coming out of nowhere. And the royal family did nothing about it, and they allowed it to happen. So I think it was the business behind the royal family. I know that Queen Elizabeth did speak out. She made a statement and said that she has no issue with Meghan, and she wants things to work out, but for some reason it's just not working. Recently, Prince Harry spoke with his dad and his brother William, and apparently it went nowhere, and there was no coming together or resolve. And to me, that's super weird, because why would there be no resolve at all? We all know the tragedy that hit their family when Princess Diana passed away in a car crash. And I feel like, based on what I saw in that interview with Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and Oprah, he was scared that something was going to happen to his wife. Okay. He loves that woman. He is head over heels in love with that woman, and leaving your family in the kingdom where you are literally a prince, leaving that to go to another country. They moved to Vancouver, BC, and then once people found out where they lived at, started harassing them and stuff, they moved to LA, which they actually stayed at Tyler Perry's multi-million-dollar mansion. That's crazy. That's insane, right? So they stayed with him for a minute, and then Tyler Perry's he gave them a full detailed security. And then once they got their own home, they moved to a $1.4 million home in the wealthier part of LA. And I mean, they're doing great, right? But it just came out recently that Prince Harry just got a job. When you leave your whole family in this whole kingdom to get a job and go to America, first of all, and then get a job, guess what though? As a tech exec. So clearly he's smart, he's handsome, he's a good father, great husband. I mean, this guy gets all the points from me. I personally just feel like what he did was very commendable, was very noble. They're not going to see it that way, in the kingdom, because there's a lot of racism, allegedly, and a lot of, I think that they are built on a certain amount of racism and segregation, allegedly. That's just my opinion. And I feel like he got out of there just in time and didn't want to see his wife be hurt at all. So good job. Good job to you, man. It's amazing. And I wish him the best and hope that everything works out for them, which I'm pretty sure it will. So moving on, okay, more music news. So if you're not really familiar with what's going on in the versus battles, Uh, they're with Timberland and Swiss Beats put together this thing called Verses, where different artists from different genres or different time periods they come together and they showcase their music side by side, one by one, and the fans kind of choose who won, what songs they like better. But it's more so a celebration of music and everybody celebrating together and reliving those days back when that music and how it made you feel. Lots of nostalgia, right? So we experienced like Keisha Cole, Ashanti. We experienced, I think it was, what's the most recent one before that? E40, Too Short, Gucci Mane, Young Jeezy, and the most recent one to be released is SWV and Escape. Listen, my brain, like when I saw this, my brain literally like froze. I was like, wait, SWV and Escape are doing a versus battle? This is gonna be insane. First of all, SWV, one of my favorite groups ever, because I mean the sisters with voices, like they literally had the voice, the look. I remember back in the day, my mom would throw us birthday parties, and when I say she played that song by them, anything, I mean the whole party, and we had to dance. And I'll post clips on my Instagram and my Facebook later, but I mean, she made us dance the whole time. I was probably about 7 or 8 years old, and I was a little guy with a big old head running around trying to dance. It was just a lot. But SWV was very heavy in my childhood, in my household when I was a kid. Um, and so was Escape. Escape was an amazing group, and they came out of Atlanta, and SWV came out of New York. And so they're both, very popular back in the 90s, sold millions of records. I mean, they're incredible, incredible groups. And I'm looking forward to see who wins. I personally feel like it's going to be Escape because I think they may have more hits under the belt, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think it's going to be a very tight battle. And I'm excited to see what happens because, they're both two amazing groups, all beautiful women, beautiful black women, and they all are super talented, super, super talented. And I feel like it's just going to be a great celebration of female camaraderie. It's going to be a lot of star power. I mean, it's going to be amazing. And this is May 8th, as a matter of fact. So May 8th, make sure you guys tune in to the Versus Instagram for that. It's going to be really, really cool. So I'm excited about that. And just make sure that you guys always tap in with me every single week as well, or excuse me, every 2 weeks as well, because we got some special stuff coming and we're going to be revamping a lot of great things as well. And so that is your celebrity news. We do got to pay some bills. So you guys stay tuned with me. Do not go anywhere. You are watching the WGSN-DB Going Solo Network, the care package with Roulette Delgato, and I will be right back. Don't move. And personally, I just feel like we always need joy, love, peace, harmony, and togetherness so we can pull through these hard times and really support each other. We've been seeing a lot of attacks on different cultures, and I, for one, just despise racism. I don't like it whatsoever. I despise homophobia in people uh, mistreating those in the LGBTQ community. And I just feel like racism in general, discrimination in general, sucks really bad. So I'm happy to be here to share my peace and love and care with you guys. So, as usual, we're going to be unwrapping our free care packages, word of the week, relationship advice, and self care advice. Okay. So first up, dun, 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 is our word of the week. Okay. Let's see what we get. All right. We got a lot to choose from. Let's see. There I got one. Okay. All right. Word of the week. Persistence. Persistence. Okay. So listen. I don't know who needs to hear this, but please be persistent. Okay. I don't care if you are trying to pursue a job, pursue a new position in a job, pursue a career, pursue your dreams, pursue a person, be persistent. When it comes to pursuing a person, be persistent, but also, you got to be careful, okay? Which which brings me to our topic actually is healthy boundaries. Pursuing people, healthy boundaries, okay? Don't be a stalker, but pursue at a pace where it's comfortable for them, comfortable for you, but it lets them know that you're very interested in them and that you want to pursue something with them. Nothing's worse than thinking that somebody is all about you and pursuing you, and then they go ghost and you never hear from them again. That sucks. so, so be persistent in that pursuit. Um, Look, there's so many things that we want to do in life, and there are so many people out here grinding, striving, working hard every day to reach those goals. And then there's people who say, "Hey, I want to do this, I want to do that," but that's all they do is they say it, right? Yes, everything happens for a reason. Yes, sometimes things fall into our laps, but more times than likely, it's not going to happen that way. And you have to work really, really hard for everything that you want. Okay. There are times I want to give up so bad on my music, on, everything. And if I would have got given up, I would not be where I am today whatsoever. So I'm very happy that I am here still doing what I'm doing because persistence was like my key factor. I never gave up. I had to keep going because there was just so many things I wanted to pursue and accomplish, and there's no way I would have been able to do them if I decided to give up. That would have been crazy. Okay? So keep going, keep doing you. Don't give up for nobody. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to people who tell, oh, you can't do, you should do, why are you doing? They can shut up, okay? You have to do what's best for you. You. That's it. Anybody else, you know, everything you do, you have to do for yourself, okay? That's a huge part of persistence. Being persistent in your pursuit of happiness, self-happiness, self-love, self-care, that is number one. So be persistent in that because that's going to be the thing that really gets you to where you need to be. And if you are not sure what it is that you really want in life, take a step back. It's okay to take a step back, go back to the drawing board and say, hey, what is it that I truly want out of this life? My only one life that I have. What do I really want out of this life? And what am I going to do to reach my goals to get there and get what I need? Because I mean, obviously, there's so many different career paths out here. People are literally creating career paths out of the blue, poof, out of nowhere. All of a sudden, somebody is a roller, electric rollerblade technician. What is that? Who knows? But they created it, and now they're a millionaire. Follow your dreams. Be persistent. Don't ever give up. Okay. Word of the week: persistence. All right. Our second care package. Dun, 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 dun. This is love advice. Okay. Again, who better to do it than someone who's been through it? I'm not a doctor. I don't have a doctorate. I don't have a PhD. I don't have any of that. But I've been through a lot in my life, so I have a little bit of knowledge about some things. And everything in these care packages are things that I've been through that I can speak on and that I've survived. So, love advice. Communication. Communicate. Listen. Communication is so important. Importante, okay? You have to communicate in friendships, okay? In work relationships, in marital relationships, girlfriend and boyfriends, partners. I don't care if you're polyamorous. Communication is key. If someone does not know how you're feeling and they're not acknowledging how you feel and you get upset and they still don't know why, that's not good communication, okay? Speak up. Speak up. Say what's on your mind. Talk to your partner. Talk to your boss. Talk to your sibling. Talk to your roommate. Talk to that person that's bothering you in some way, shape, or fashion. And they don't understand why because you're not saying anything. Speak up, okay? Let me tell you why communication is so important in friendships. Sometimes we go through things with our friends and we have a lot of miscommunication, right? And certain things are said and things go a way that you didn't expect them to go. And there's all these different factors. And you're sitting there wondering, like, why is that person mad? Why is my best friend mad at me today? I don't understand it. Maybe they didn't communicate. Maybe you didn't communicate. You left them hanging or they left you hanging. Whatever happened, you did not communicate and someone didn't communicate and now things are awry, right? Communication is always going to be that thing that saves, these relationships, because I've been in situations where I had a roommate, for example, one time, and we never talked about our roommate problems. We swept them under the rug, okay? We did this so many times that the first time we got into an argument, it blew up and turned into a fist fight. A fist fight. You see me, okay? I'm a big boy, number one. Two, I am such a sweetheart, softy teddy bear. I don't really fight like that. If I have to protect myself, yes, I will. But I don't like confrontation. I don't like to fight people, be violent. We got into a fist fight, and I was in shock, in utter shock, right? And I couldn't believe that this whole time, if we had just communicated with each other and say, hey, I don't like this. Hey, I don't like that. I'd appreciate if you did more of this, less of that. We could have been on great terms. To this day, I do not speak to that person. And I see them on social media. I see them in the streets. I see them all over the place. And we don't speak. And that's so weird to me because I don't have issues with anybody. I just don't. Because for what? Communication in relationships. You may be dealing with something that your partner has no idea you're dealing with, okay? Whatsoever. And in your mind, you're like, I can't believe they don't understand what's going on. I can't believe they haven't asked me what's wrong. I can't believe. Did you say anything? Have the words come out of your mouth that, hey, babe, I'm not okay today. Hey, babe, I'm having issues today. Hey, babe, there's something going on in my life and I want to talk to you about it. Probably not. And that's the reason why you're mad. And then you're going to be mad at your partner. In return, they're mad because they don't know what's going on. Why are we not communicating? This feels good. Y'all gotta do this sometimes. Sometimes you just have to get them temples, massage them, and woosah. Woosah. Okay. If you do not communicate in your relationship, it's gonna fail. I mean, that's inevitable, right? If you don't talk to your partner, your spouse about how you're feeling, if you don't talk to them about what you dislike or what you're going through or like what's important to you, then it's just not going to work, because communication is so key that when you are not saying anything, they're just going to be like, well, I assume that you were fine, but you really weren't fine because you are dealing with all this internal stuff. You didn't say anything. Okay. Communication is key. Talk to your people. Call that one person who you fell out with, that brother, that sister, that friend you may be dealing with, and fix it. Communicate with them, because that could have been fixed a long time ago. And you let that go by and you allow them to be out of your life, and now you're looking crazy because you missed them and you're sad. Give them a call, say you're sorry, and communicate. Okay? Communication. For our last care package, self-care advice. We know this is one of the most important care packages because self-love, self-care comes first. You got to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. Period. We know this. All right. Self-care advice. Oh, okay. Now, here's the thing. With this one, this is one of my favorites. When I wrote this one down and threw it in the bag with the others, I was like, I cannot wait until I pull this card. I can't wait until I pull this topic. And suspense. I know you guys are waiting. The suspense, it's killing you, right? It's killing me. I want to talk about it. Mind your own business, okay? Mind your own business. I cannot stress enough how important it is to mind your own business, okay? Mind the business that pays you. Listen, if you see somebody getting slapped around in the street, or, you see something happening that's threatening somebody's life, or, something that somebody needs help, mind their business, okay? Go over there and help them. It's okay to mind their business at that point, right? If your neighbor or somebody random on the street, on the phone, or they're arguing with somebody on the phone, or they're having a conversation, or just in general, if somebody is minding their own business and you decide to stick your nose right into that business for no reason, you're out of pocket, okay? Mind your own business. Because look, sometimes people have beef and it's them against them, and then you be in the middle like, oh, but I was trying to, and they said, and she said, Jack told Ellen, and then Brett and Greg, mind your business. Don't do that, because now you're picking sides, you're stirring the pot, you're spreading drama. I mean, literally, like it's literally free 99. It costs $0 to mind your own business. Let that sink in. It costs $0 to mind your own business. Okay. I mean, I really can't elaborate too much on that fact to get too many examples, because it goes without saying, mind your own business. I know some people need help sometimes. Sometimes we want to, peek out the window and go, what's going on over there? Nosy neighbor, nosy Rosie, have a seat and leave your neighbors alone, okay? If nobody's being harmed over there, get out of their business, okay? If somebody black is sitting at a pool and, you walk in looking like a Karen talking about, what are you doing here? Why are you here? I've never seen you. mind your own business because you don't know what they're doing there. They most likely live there. I saw a video today of a man sitting at a pool, and an officer walks right to him and says, I need to see your key. Do you live here? What's your address? First of all, I don't need to tell you anything, Karen. Mind your business, okay? That badge on your hip, mind that business, okay? If you see a Chinese person who is minding their business doing something, don't walk up to them acting all crazy, acting weird, and treat them a different kind of way because of what's going on in the world right now. That's stupid. Mind your business. What did they do to you? Nothing? Exactly. Mind your business, okay? We're going to wrap that one up because I'm going to start getting annoyed because people can't mind their own business, okay? Listen, that is our care packages for today. I want to talk about healthy boundaries, okay? It is a-okay. I mean, it is okay to set healthy boundaries between friends, lovers, coworkers, pets, okay? Your children. It's okay to set healthy boundaries because you have to learn the process, right? You have to understand the process of people, what they're comfortable with, who they are, what they want, right? For example, let's say you're dating somebody new and, you feel like you want to go on for that first kiss, but you may not be ready, or they may not be ready. You're not sure, right? But you go on for it anyway. You go on for that, the eye, the look, and you're like, and they're like, like, ooh, what is this? The hand in the face, right? This is a healthy boundary. That's what this is, okay? This is somebody setting a healthy boundary saying, hey, I'm not ready for that, out of my face. And that's okay. That's kind of rude, but it's a healthy boundary to set because A, they're probably just not ready for all that. B, they may be uncomfortable. You have no idea how long it's going to take for them to open up in that regard and say, you know what, I'm ready for this. So healthy boundaries with your kids. Don't give your kids everything all the time. Healthy boundaries. No, you can't go do this. No, you can't, especially how the world's going right now. Have a seat, okay? You're already at home schooling. Go play video games. Go read a book, okay? Read a book right now. Healthy boundaries. Making sure your kids know who the boss is, number one. Making sure they know that you are not abusive, number two. But also making sure, number three, you are teaching them structure. Healthy boundaries are part of structure, especially for children because children are impressionable. They're still learning. Their brains are still growing. It is totally okay to say healthy boundaries and say, hey, no, we're not doing that. You don't get to talk to me like that. I am your parent. You don't get to treat me like that. I am the one who provides for you. That's how this goes. Okay? Healthy boundaries in friendships. Sometimes people expect so much out of you. They want so much and they feel like you owe them the world, or they have to be everywhere you are, or they have to do everything you do. Baby, I don't owe you anything. I owe you nothing in this life but my friendship. I don't even owe you that, but I give it to you because I love you. Okay? Healthy boundaries. Set that boundary. Listen, I need alone time by myself. Okay? Leave me alone. I may not answer my phone. I may not text you back. I may not. My pet peeve when people say, oh, you can't respond to my text. I saw you post on Facebook. So what? It's my Facebook. If I want to post on it, I'm going to do so. If I didn't text you back because I didn't feel like it. Healthy boundaries. Okay? Where are your boundaries at? What do you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody has them, okay? Pets. People spoil their pets, okay? I saw somebody one time, he had 3 cats on a leash, okay? It was like one leash and then spliced into 3 other leashes with 3 cats on them. That is not healthy boundaries, okay? I'm sorry, but first of all, who walks cats? I hope none of you guys walk cats because I'm feel really bad. Okay, I really am. And I ain't nothing wrong with walking cats. Okay, I ain't judging you. I ain't judging you. But what kind of boundary is that you're walking cats through the neighborhood? I feel like cats are self-sufficient, but I also feel like some people don't want their cats to get knocked up. But some people get their cats spayed. So it's like, I don't know. That may not have been a good example for a pet. Pets, say you have a dog, okay, and you allow your dog to jump on the furniture and bark at guests like crazy when they walk in, or all these different things. Barking's okay actually because your dogs sometimes are protecting you and they may not know people. So I can take that back. Barking's okay. When it comes to jumping on your furniture, if you don't allow that, eating random things around the house, you got to set healthy boundaries, training, things like that. And that's what I mean by healthy boundaries is making sure that people or animals, but mainly people understand, what you are not comfortable with. You may not be comfortable with certain things, and that's just the way it goes. Okay, me personally, my healthy boundaries are very much set. My friends know when I'm overwhelmed and need my space. I need my space. They love me. I love them. But when I need my space, I need my space. Okay, my family knows too. But I also know their boundaries too. They got boundaries set as well. Um, I am seeing somebody right now that we went on a date and have been talking a lot. So like we're not really seeing each other. We're just kind of like dating and hanging out. Uh, I'm sure he has boundaries. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I have not crossed any of those. And he definitely has not crossed any of mine. And he's a really good person, super, super nice. And I feel like because we respect each other's healthy boundaries, it's been going really good, right? So you have to realize people's boundaries, what they're comfortable with, and if they're okay with certain things. And to me, that's just the name of the game when it comes to the healthy boundaries. Okay, don't forget to mind your own business too. Okay, let me just circle back to that. Mind your own business. Okay, and that was our self care. Word of the week: persistence. Please be persistent in all your pursuits. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep making those moves. And for love advice, communication. Please communicate with your friends and your lovers and everybody, and speak up. Use your big words. Okay, use your big words and talk to your friends, your family, and communicate and get things out in the open. There's nothing worse than somebody not knowing what's going on with you and you're saying nothing. So today was great. I missed you guys, and I can't wait to see you in 2 weeks. We'll be back with a very special episode with my amazing sister, my trans sister, Shaniqua Vogt, will be on the show. So make sure you guys tune in with me. Thank you for watching the Care Package with Roulette Delgato on the WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you all in 2 weeks. Have a good day. I love you all. It's been real.